woke up like this. Flawless, I know. Thank you. But yes, I woke up like this, thankful, grateful. I did not wake up now. I woke up so early. I woke up at 7. Was it even 7? At 6. It's a Saturday. Woke up and thought I would do the laundry. I would do A, B, C, and D, but there was no electricity. It is 12. I am from waking up the second round. There still isn't any electricity, so I don't know what to do. Honestly, woke up at 6, made mandazis in the dark. Made mandazis, had breakfast with my husband, watched a movie. I think we slept halfway through it. Watched it in bed. Like, let's just watch a movie, and then after that we can see what we'll do next. We are still seeing what to do next. He's actually doing some repairs around the house, handyman. Best thing you can ever do is marry yourself a handy husband. He's my handyman. And yeah, so I'm thinking what to do right now. Happy Mother's Day to all the mummies. You are a gem. We celebrate each and every one of you, and we thank you for what you're doing. And you know that mommy who's feeling like, which is I think happens to almost every mom at some point, but that mommy who's feeling today that they are so down and are they doing things right? Honey, you are even doing more than right. You're doing the most, and we celebrate you. And thank you. All kinds of moms out there. Even cat moms, yes, we see you. We see you, cat moms. And happy Mother's Day. May God give you the grace to raise your babies and raise a generation that is strong, that is able to fend for themselves, and that loves the Lord, and that is kind to one another. So yeah, let me have a quick shower, and then we get to getting. Okay? I want to thank everybody before I go shower, everybody who has supported me and liked my content, shared my content. Anybody who has subscribed, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I do not take it for granted, and I thank God for it. I pray that God will continue to add us and grow our community. First of all, let me apologize. How many first of alls am I having? Apologies for the background noise. It is Saturday, there's no electricity, so all the kids are out playing. So in this whole video, there will be shouts and screams. But it's good. We're still going to enjoy Mother's Day again, okay? Do I consider myself a mommy? I don't know. Yes, I do. I don't want to pretend I don't. I do. So feel free to send those Mother's Day wishes to me. Like, I did not see my child or meet my child, but I conceived a child, and I instantly consider myself a mommy. A mommy who hasn't raised a kid, but a mommy who has been a mommy. And yeah, that whole process of freaking having someone growing in the womb, and then having medication injected, and then having it evacuated. Yeah, that makes you like mentally change. You're not a girl anymore. You've gone through things that women go through there at the labor ward. So at the theater, hey, motherhood is a big deal. It's not what you thought it was, right? So yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody, to me. Thank you so much for the love. It is tomorrow. Mother's Day is tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. You can wish me tomorrow. Hold on. Let me go and sit down at the sitting room, and then we get to talk. But first of all, let me mention a huge shout out to everyone who DIYs. Everyone who is a painter. Those people who paint walls and stuff. I just thought, so just make the correct kind of paint, put it on the wall, we'll let it dry, and Bob's your uncle. Wapi. These things take skill and patience and perseverance. Jonah, my husband, and I painted the kitchen. It was nothing fancy or not a color that she was had to combine or anything. No. It was very straightforward. Brilliant white. All we had to do was thin it a little, and then we paint. It took us the whole day. A simple kitchen the whole day, and the results, cute. But I did none of the painting. I tried for maybe a maximum of 5 minutes, and my husband keeps telling people we were painting. My wife was helping. I did not help. I tried to help, but help could not come from me. Painting is, woo, it's just a pain in the ass. If you can afford to pay someone to paint for you, do that. Just incur the cost of paint, but let someone paint for you. Like, I want to paint other things in this house, but I'm thinking, ooh, nijipate. I'm not painting nothing. If you want paint jobs done, we pay someone to do it, or we just stick with our old paint. Come on, man, I cannot. But the kitchen, when we moved in, let me tell you, I told you I moved to a new place. The kitchen was like, it was the walls, like the person who lived there before us was probably using charcoal maca in the house. I don't know why. And there's a perfectly beautiful balcony at the back. But anyway, so it was a bit weird. Smoke, you know what smoke does to white walls? That was what happened. So we needed like 4 coats of paint. 4, and I can still see some places are still too dark. Like, it's just sad. So we did that the whole day, and it was a cold day, so paint didn't dry that fast. It was just a disaster. But we thank God for everything. At the end of the day, we thank God that we are able to even afford paint, to paint the walls. We're not complaining. Don't want to be complainers. Let me tell you something. There are people who cannot even afford that paint. Like, they get what they get and then they leave that way. So we thank God that we're able to get Kinoko paint. But I remember telling you guys, I cannot use more than how much? 1,000 bob on the house. So it turns out I had to use more than 1,000 bob. Don't mind the noise in the background, it's my husband hammering some stuff. So we had to use to buy a board, you know, those ply boards, the really light one. So we got 2 and we placed them where they needed to be placed. One of them is in the kitchen. So I'm thinking, should I start at the kitchen? Yes, I should start at the kitchen and show you. But how will I do that? How will I do that when there is no electricity? So I'm going to wait for the electricity to come to film. But in the meantime, we can talk about other things. We are chatty, and we love sit down. And I watched, Mudhoni. Guys, do you know Mudhoni Gitao? If you don't know Mudhoni Gitao, what are you doing? Go and follow her, subscribe, and just love her. She deserves our love and attention. You know, those underrated people. Mudhoni Gitao is underrated. She's finally getting the attention she deserves, but I feel like she should be on her 100k subscribers. She is beautiful, and she is just, her story is beautiful. And Jana, her and her husband Nick sat down and had this beautiful storytelling session, and I feel like I know them better and I appreciate them. Lucky people, can we just appreciate each other? Love me for who I am. Love your neighbor for who they are. We don't have to sound the same, come from the same background, have the same personalities, or a certain range that you accept. Just accept everybody the way they are. Of course, I'm not telling you to accept forms of like abuse and bad people, no, but I'm saying if it's not, like, just accept people who they are. So personally, I have grown to love them more. Like, I love them, but now I love them more, and I want to be them, and I can't be them, but I admire them, and I let them know that I admire them. So we thank God for them so much. So you guys go watch that, and then you will learn what DIY is. These are things Mudhoni does. Haichukui dakika sijui ati moja, dakika kama 15. What am I saying? Dakika milioni, hours, days for her to come up with a thing. And you know how she has the tools. We have nothing. And I can't even paint with this simple roller. I cannot. So much respect to DIYers. People are the best. What I like about them is they teach us self-sufficiency. You can do these things on your own. You do not have to outsource it. But at the same time, if it is not passion, you don't need to go through a stressful phase. Just go and save and then get help from outside. So yeah, let us go. Oh, quick reason why I was mentioning Mudhoni. Mudhoni mentioned when she was a child, she used to go for, not too sure, the child, when she got older, like in 16, 17, she went for counseling. I want to ask this question right now before we go and sit down. That's the topic of the day. How many of you have ever gone for counseling? Have you? And if you haven't, do you plan on? Let's talk about that. Okay, so see you at the living room. Hi guys, welcome back. Let I'm gonna do one thing before we start. Yes, guys, so as I was saying, let's talk about counseling today. Have you ever been to counseling? Have you ever had a counseling session? Is it your thing? Do you try and see a counselor like at least once a year? I know I don't, which is wrong. I feel like we all need somewhere to offload. You cannot be offloading on your spouse or on your family. They're not professionals, and sometimes they could be the reason for your problem. So how do you share it? How do you share it out? How do you not get too stressed in this life? Now, counseling is not really a way of dealing with your stress. Okay, it deals with your stress, but it's not the ultimate answer. It helps you to deal with it. It eases the burden of dealing with your issues alone. Because I know there are many people who feel like, I don't need that, that's a white man's thing. Fine, it's a white man thing, if you say so, because it costs money and we cannot afford to go out there and pay money while we need money for food and other basic needs. But have you considered that you can get these things for free? So money aside, what else? And then they say in the traditional African practices, we used to be counseled by our aunts and uncles, but who does that nowadays? When's the last time you met your auntie? When's the last time your auntie checked on you and was like, girl, how are you doing? Do they check on you like by the week? They don't. Everybody's living their own lives, so let's not pretend that there are other avenues that are helping us. People are surviving on their own. Like, you are just bottling up your stress and trying to survive, which is why I'm saying, yeah, we all need counseling. So I, for one, need counseling. But the question is, would you do it? I would. Would you? Think about that. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will see the need. Okay. So if you were to do counseling, who would you prefer? Who would I prefer? Would it be a stranger or someone I know? Some people prefer strangers because of the things they're going to say. They want to open up without judgment and any form of hesitation. They just want to tell this stranger this and that, and the stranger says, do this and that, try this and that. Personally, I would honestly like someone I know. I wouldn't mind someone I know, because that stranger would have to have rapport for me to get to a certain level. But if it's someone I know, tayari, we're on that level. So we just go straight deep into the mess that is my problems. Yeah. What about the options? What are your options if you want to get guidance and counseling? Your insurance can pay for it. Some places, yes. Some hospitals, the guidance and counseling, they have a guidance and counseling department. Almost all of them. Psychologists will be there, and you can ask your doctor, maybe I don't feel well and I just feel like I really need to talk to someone, and they will definitely recommend that. And sometimes it's covered by insurance, so you can check that. If your insurance covers that, there's no need to go and spend thousands on another person. So find out if that happens, and you can do that. You can go and talk to them. They'll probably be the ones to advise you how many times you should see them, like biannually, or maybe even many more times, depending on what you guys agree on. Also, you can go to church. Church is the one place where a guidance and counseling is offered, either by the pastor or a guidance and counseling department that is made up also of psychologists and pastors. So it will be a very nice place to come from. I'll tell you why. Because in church, you not only come to get guidance and counseling, at the same time you get in tune with your maker. It's like, hey, I did this and that, I'm sorry, help me to like get back on track, but at the same time you're counseling me. And I do not think that in church you're supposed to be shunned. I know there are churches that shun people, like when you get, for example, I'm sorry I always use this pregnancy example, but I've never been pregnant out of wedlock myself, but there's a church where someone told me once, the sister got pregnant and then the church shunned the sister. So you can imagine what she did to this other sister. She left that church. I would. Immediately the church, if my sister got shunned for getting pregnant out of wedlock. There is no greater sin than another. They're all sins. So this story of like shunning people when they do mistakes, Mbona had to shun priests when they touch little babies? mbona hatushani pasta wetu tukipata amebado tunamsamea. So we should also give like room for this young moms. I mean, motherhood is a beautiful thing. What are you saying? Anyway, I digress. So you can go to church, provided that it's a church that you love and a place that you call home, and you can always ask for another counselor if you don't like the one that is given to you. And I'm assuming I'm talking to adults. So adults, you can get who you want, you know. But for babies, as a parent, it's your job to make sure that your kid, while they go for counseling, they're safe. So you might as well go with them, or right outside the office, or leave the door open while they're at the office. Like, let's not give room for the devil to mess up with our kids. Yeah. Also, another option is getting a private shrink. Just pay the guy by the hour, get one you like. Maybe they can be recommended to you, a pro who knows what they're doing, depending on the topic you are, depending on the specific issue you have. So there's all that. There are many options. So one of the reasons why I want to get counseling, and this one, I am sure many Kenyan babies from Kenyan households relate. Childhood traumas. What is your childhood trauma? Mimi yangu. Hey, I had a lot of traumas. A lot. I cannot even believe I can sit here and smile and look at the camera and address these situations. Woo! All forgiven, all forgotten. I address them from a place of healing. But at the same time, I know there are people who have never addressed them, and these things are burdening them. Whee! Okay, I'm trying to think of one childhood trauma to tell you. Gani ni trauma nilipitia nikiwa mdogo. Let me give this one. Mboch. We had this Mboch who used to, I think I was in pre-unit. So we didn't go to school in the afternoons. We come home for lunch and then that's it. So just my big brother and me, we're all babies. My smaller brothers, all four of us. I have 3 brothers. So she locks us in the bedroom. After we've had lunch, she's like, you guys go and sleep. But she doesn't like beg you, she insists. And the worst thing is she locks the bedroom. So she puts you in there from 2, 3, 4, 5, like hours. Just before my mom comes is when she opens the door. I've never told my mom. I never told my mom because I knew my mom would kill her. But it's not good, it's not right. It's not right. We're being played. You're not supposed to go through that. Like, if you went through that, I'm so sorry. I know all of us have botch stories, and botches are crazy. Wow. If I ever have kids, I'm not leaving them with a botch. I am not, and if I am, the botch will be supervised by a relative. Can't do crazy things to my child, and I pay you to do them. So yeah, there was the botch stories, and then there was bullying. Like, I was bullied the hell out of my skin. I was worried out of my senses. I lived in fear. Like in primary school, I lived in fear. I don't even know if other people relate, but I'm sure there are a few girls in my primary school who know there was bullying. We was bullied by this psycho who I am sure will never agree to it. So there's not even point of even if my counselor said go back and talk to them, I wouldn't. I'd just be like, can we get over this? Here's another reason why I think we need to go for counseling, because of forgiveness. That being said, a counselor will probably tell you, hey, just you go and address this story and then go do this and that. But I would rather not. Some things I just want to sort them between me and God. I pray for that person, I release them honestly and just say, God, be with this person. And then I handle it like that. Because sometimes you don't want to go and address the bully. Like me, I talk to my bullies. Yeah, I talk to my bullies. I'm like, bully? No, I didn't say that. I talk to my bully friends, from bullies, let me say that. And they talk to me like, how are you doing? And they share their feelings and thoughts, and I encourage them. So I'm encouraging a bully, but at the same time, I'm supposed to sit them down and tell them, but they will kwanga two assholes amani. Yeah, Ningumo. So instead of doing all that, I would just honestly rather not directly address them. So let me know, what are your stories? Do you think counseling is good? And if you do, and if you're a counselor, please let us know so that we can leave your number here and people can call you. I know one lady, her name is Bev, so I'll let her know, like I'll ask her if she wants to share her contact, and maybe you can call her and you can have sessions with her. I'm sure her rates are very super friendly, and I am sure she can even do it for free if your case is really that tough. So do not fret. Let us get counseling. Don't sit in your house and suffer in silence, especially now that people are staying away from each other. You don't have an avenue to vent or to like cope. You can still do it virtually. Yeah, counseling can be done virtually, and we pray that this pandemic issues so that we're able to reach out to more people, because people who don't afford to be like, you don't have smartphones and they don't get access to these things anyway. But for us that do, we thank God for that, and use it, don't die alone in this one time. Stay safe. Mwah. Yo, before I leave, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. I know I've said that before, but I need to emphasize it. Like, thank you so much for the love. For my 200 strong family, I love you so much. I thank you for like following me. I am not a celeb and I am not famous, so we're not here for that. But I know you came because you love the content and you subscribe because you want to stay. So thank you so much. And for my new watchers, please feel free to subscribe. Every time you subscribe, you grow the channel and you make it easier for other people to get recommended for the videos. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing. I love you. Thank you for watching.